Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Monday Morning Motivation with me, Anna Steinfest. Today, I want to talk about something that holds many of us back in business, our limiting beliefs. So let me share with you a story. Once upon a time, an eagle's egg was placed in the nest of a prairie chicken. The eagle hatched and, not knowing any better, grew up thinking it was a prairie chicken. Day after day, it scratched in the dirt for seeds, clucked and cackled, and lived a life with its wings tucked in tight. It never flew more than a few feet because that's what all prairie chickens did. One day, the eagle looked up at the sky and saw another eagle soaring high, gracefully, cutting through the wind. "What is that beautiful bird?" the young eagle asked the prairie chickens. "That's an eagle," they replied. "He's majestic, but you're just a prairie chicken. You can't fly like him." And so the eagle never tried, never spread its wings, and lived its whole life like a prairie chicken, never realizing that it was born to soar. This story resonates with so many small business owners. That's why I wanted to share this with you. Maybe you've been in business for a while and you're doing fine, but you've kept your head down, sticking to what's comfortable, just like the eagle scratching in the dirt. Perhaps people around you, colleagues, friends, family, or even your own thoughts tell you, "This is as far as you'll go. You can't grow that much. You can't aim for the bigger things." But here's the truth. You are not meant to be a prairie chicken. This is my demand for you. Do not think you are a prairie chicken. You are an eagle, and you are born to fly. So let's break that down I really want to share with you some real world examples. I know a business owner. She owns a bakery, and her bakery is a very small bakery in our town. For years, Sarah believed that she could only serve the local community. She would convince herself that opening an online store or expanding to cater larger events was too big for her small operations. But one day, she shifted her thinking. She realized that, like the eagle in the story, she had been limiting herself, believing she couldn't do more. So she began researching how to offer online orders and promote her bakery on social media. It wasn't an easy process. She had to learn new skills, face the challenges of shipping baked goods, and adjust to a larger customer demands. But today, Sarah's bakery ships across the country. Her revenue has more than doubled, and she's even considering opening a second location. Imagine if Sarah had continued to think of herself as a prairie chicken. She would have stayed in the same place, scratching in the dirt, instead of soaring high and watching her business grow. So the lesson from the story I just told you is that You should not limit yourself to what you see around you. I want you to expand your vision. Ask yourself, what can I do to push beyond the boundaries I've set for myself? Very, very important. I'll share with you another story about Jim, who was an accountant and has been running his own small firm for several years. Jim was stuck in a rut, serving a handful of clients and working long hours, thinking that was all there was to his profession. I'm sure a lot of you listening to me can relate to that. He believed that growing his client base or transitioning to consulting work for larger businesses was out of reach. Why? Because he thought of himself as a small business accountant and nothing more. One day, a friend of his pointed out that he had the skills to become a financial consultant and offer his expertise to larger companies in need of financial consulting. At first, Jim hesitated. He was comfortable with what he knew and feared failure. But eventually, he decided to take the plunge and start marketing himself as a consultant. Over time, he built a new client base, started working with mid-sized companies, and even launched online courses to help other small business owners manage their finances. Today, Jim not only has a thriving consultancy, but also multiple streams of income. Think about how you can diversify your business. Can you add passive income? Jim's story is a powerful reminder that we often limit ourselves because of our environment or the thoughts we've accepted as truth. Just like the eagle in the story, Jim had to realize that he wasn't meant to stay small. So the lesson from the second story for you is your skill set may be bigger than you realize. I want you to look for ways to diversify your offerings and consider what new markets or services you can tap into. I want you to challenge your limiting beliefs. So, what's holding you back in your business today? These are some of the questions I'm asking. Yes, I know it's Monday, but I would like you to think about this week. Audit all the thoughts coming into your mind, write them down. And if you find that you have some of these thoughts that belittles yourself or think very low of your skill set, delete them. Are you telling yourself that you can't compete with larger companies because you're just too small for a business? Or sometimes are you avoiding a new project because it seems too big for you to handle? Once you audit your thoughts, think about which of these thoughts are like a prairie chicken flux. These thoughts are keeping you grounded, afraid to spread your wings. But here's the good news. You are an eagle, and I want you to believe that. You are born to soar, and your business has potential to grow and succeed in ways you might not even realize right now. So I will give you 3 actionable steps today. I did not do it the previous time, but I want to give it these 3 steps today. First, I want you to take a moment to reflect. Think about what are some limiting beliefs that holding you back. Write them down and then challenge them. Ask yourself, what if I could do more? Second step, I want you to seek out opportunities for growth. Maybe it's offering a new product, expanding into a new market, or simply investing in your own skills through learning. You can go and learn new skills. Don't forget that. And the third step, I want you to surround yourself with eagles. Just like the eagle in the story looked up and saw another eagle soaring, look for mentors, successful business owners, or any other networks that inspire you to think bigger. They will help you reach the sky. So to close today's episode, remember, you were born to fly. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you that you can't. Your business has the potential to soar to new heights. And it all starts with breaking free from those limiting beliefs. Thank you for joining me today. Keep spreading those wings. And I'll see you next week for another dose of Monday morning motivation.
You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.